everyone, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome to my channel. This is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So in my last video, I did our month ahead for August, and something came up in that video about a possible announcement or some type of press conference or something that we might see coming out with the Department of Justice. Now, I was intrigued by that, so I wanted to do a separate spread, hence this separate video. So when I pulled the cards, I laid out 10 cards for this. It looked really interesting, so here we are. I wanted to show you what I've got. So the first card out, when I asked about this possible announcement, what is it going to be about? What's going to be coming out? Just to get a theme for it. And I got the Eight of Wands, which is things happening quickly. This is a great card for something like an announcement coming out. Now, it was crossed by the Eight of Cups reversed. This is a card of things ending or change. So if what I suspected in the month ahead video was that there may be an announcement that things might be ending with the Durham probe, or things might be wrapping up or coming to a close, that could be a possible, those two cards would seem to go along with that. So we'll see if that's the right interpretation, but I'm suspecting that we may see something along those lines. The Eight of Cups is also a card of difficulty or sad endings too, so maybe a challenging ending, but it is a card of something coming to a close. Okay. Now what's really interesting is we have the two eights, okay, 8, 8. On top of that, I had another 8 come out. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Now this is a card of having been working on something. It's in the position of what we know. And this is, like I said, what we know is that there has been work done behind the scenes. There hasn't been a lot of leaks or anything like that. We don't really know what was coming out. We just know that things have been worked on with the Durham probe and other things that are going on with the Department of Justice. So that 8 up top was interesting. So 3 8s right off the top of the bat there. The next card out, in the position of what led up to this. Now I've got the reversed Justice card. Now when you think of the Justice card being reversed, that to me brings an element of unfairness or corruption or things not being above board. That's what led up to this probe. This is the way I'm thinking this is going, is that this has to do with the Durham probe and all of the corruption and injustice that was uncovered or is going to be shown to have been uncovered, hence the probe. Okay. Now, fading into the background, we have another major arcana. We have the Strength card. And with the imagery, I was drawn to the hand pushing the column over, and it feels like something is being cleared out of the way or like pushed out of the way. And it's also fading into the background. On the front side, we move from the past to the future. We had the other 8. Now, there's only 4 8s in the entire deck, right? And the fourth 8 came out, the 8 of Swords. This is the future card. So we have that Strength fading into the past, working through the 2 8s in the middle. This 8 is on the future. And as you see this person tied up, this could be an indication of possibly somebody being indicted, arrested. It's being put in a prison of sorts. Now, I don't know if this Durham probe is going to lead to that, but this shows someone being hemmed in, things kind of coming to an end in that regard as well. So we have this card of ending and this card of being imprisoned type of ending. Now we also have the Seven of Cups reversed coming out. I'm wondering if there's some indecision over what type of charges, if there are any, or what type of outcome from this investigation. This card has a feeling of things being a little overwhelming, so there may be like so much to deal with, perhaps because there were a lot of people that are suspected to be in part of this probe, this investigation, and it could be like, you know, the laundry list for this person, a laundry list for that person, and it could be that could be the overwhelming sense of it, is just there's so much for each. Now, another reason that I think there may be something coming out, this card kind of confirms it. On the environment, we have the Knight of Swords. This is the card in tarot for taking aggressive action. Something being done, aggressive action being taken, and that's on what's happening in the environment around this. So that tells me that I think there are some charges being lined up. They've got some behind them and they're ready to move forward. So I think that's why things are wrapping up, and that ending card kind of came through as well. Because I think they're wrapping, getting to a place, maybe not in immediate future, but I think they're coming to a place where they're going to be ready to wrap up and move forward with charges. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles on the position of the kind of inner hopes and fears. And this is a card of reflection over what you've done. It's reversed. I'm wondering if it's like there's a lot that we've done, but there's so much more to do. I wonder if it feels like it's wrapping up, but there's maybe more. I wonder how that plays out. Where we've wrapped up some, but yet there's more to do. Or we could have done more or something. Did we do enough? I don't know what that feeling is. I get the sense that somebody in that whole mix of miscreants, somebody cooperated and maybe spilled the beans on some others. I feel like they had some, I want to say Andy McCabe. That's who I'm feeling. I could be wrong, but I'm sensing somebody, and his image came to mind. It's almost like somebody cooperated or is cooperating or gave valuable information. And so I wonder if there's so much speculation here, but I'm just wondering if that's this feeling of, did we do enough? Could we have done more? But I think there was somebody who was very helpful. Might have been Mr. McCabe. You know how if an official briefing or something comes out of the White House, they come out onto that podium, onto that little stage, and there's all the press corps people there, and a person comes up to the mic and they give their little speech. And it's usually not interrupted until they ask, does anybody have any questions? I see that. I really see that coming soon. Maybe in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. I really see that somebody coming up. The image I see, somebody coming up to the podium and speaking, and there's people behind on either side, like there usually is, 3 or 4 people on the stage. One person speaks, they give their findings, they give their whatever prepared speech, then they say, I'm going to turn it over to William Barr or whoever. And then that person comes up and then they say a few words. This is what I see taking place. Now the particulars of it, I think the cards to me indicate action being taken, announcement, things coming to a close, a wrapping up, possible indictments, And the last card out is the partner's card. But I really sense that the underpinnings is this sense of loss of this reverse justice. Really spoke to me, being reversed. Like, that's what was kind of underpinning this whole thing. And we do have this aggressive card on the forward on the environment. So, all right, I think I'm gonna leave that here. Sorry, it's a little choppy, but kind of blending what I'm sensing and then seeing how the cards kind of play into that. So, underneath we have the rumors card, the Page of Swords. This is about getting clear information and not being swayed by hearsay, but hearing straight from the horse's mouth on what the actual truth is. So it looks like we may be getting some of that straight from the horse's mouth, and we'll hear it from them whenever that time comes. Okay, that's what I get. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you next time. This has been Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.